Come on, believe the myth of like, if you're a citizen, your minor children get your citizenship. A lawyer should have mentioned to her, hey, you have a daughter also that was in here, you need to petition for her. Nobody did.
A new short documentary follows one woman as she prepares for the biggest moment of her life, her deportation case. The film Ale Libre is not only set to be featured during the San Francisco Film Fest, but also the upcoming Aspen Film Shorts Fest, both of which are Oscar qualifying festivals. Joining me now is Berkeley filmmaker Maya Cueva and the woman whom this film is based off of, Alejandra Pablos. Ladies, it is a pleasure to speak with both of you this morning. Maya, I do want to start with you because I'd like you to give us the opportunity to give us a synopsis of the film and what people can expect when watching this.
Thank you so much for having us, Noel. Ale Libre follows the story of Alejandra Pablos and her fight against her deportation case. The film really focuses on a small section of Ale's story and her organizing work shortly after her release from the Eloy Detention Center in Arizona in 2018 and leading up into her asylum hearing in December 2018. And through this film, we're really trying to dismantle the myth of the good immigrant versus bad immigrant and really put the blame back on this racist immigration system that continues to criminalize Black and brown people and cage them in for-profit detention centers and prisons. And we really want to highlight that even though our administration has changed, this has not stopped.
Which I think a lot of people don't necessarily realize. You know, they think, okay, someone new is in the White House, this is going to be a completely different game over here, but that's not necessarily how it really plays out. Alejandra, you're described as an unapologetic immigrant who is forced to reckon with a past mistake as you are facing deportation. Can you share with us what that mistake was and where your fight against deportation is right now?
Yes, I can. Thank you, everyone. So I like to really talk about when we talk about this mistake I made. You know, I like to think like a lot of people, that's why we have a justice system, supposedly, right? We have a criminal justice system. I was actually on probation, right, for what I pled guilty to, which was a paraphernalia charge. And I think we want to talk about this and we want to normalize it because that's what's, you know, being put into prisons and jails, right? People call it nonviolent drug offenses or whatever. But I think at the moment right now, we're trying to talk about the justice system being over sentencing Black and brown people, right? I grew up in Arizona, a place where it's extremely, you know, the show me your papers laws, right? So I think we want to really talk about how the system itself, the immigration system, is actually interrupting the quote unquote justice system, right? I was picked up by ICE when I was on probation, and they interrupted that, right? And I've been actually fighting for almost 10 years, a whole decade, for a paraphernalia and a DUI, right? And I think, you know, people, you know, really want to criminalize that. And I want to push back on that because I also too deserve dignity and respect after I've already, you know, moved past my, you know, whatever happened in my past. And I think white people, for example, get to do that. People, you know, I saw people in jail do 24 hours, right, and move on with their lives while I'm still a decade later, still being haunted by Immigration Customs Enforcement and again, separating families. And this is happening daily. And it's been happening since 1996, 94, when we used laws that were used in the criminal justice system, distorted them now and used them for immigration, and now getting non-citizens to go through a punishment system twice.
So where does your fight against your deportation stand right now?
So again, we're not giving up as organizers. We are trying to shift, you know, the culture to a culture that's, you know, rebuking deportation and policing, right? We hear the cries of abolishing ICE. So I think for us, it's still sharing the story in my deportation case. We're appealing it right now. You know, we're just going through the wave of appeals, but also organizing and being creative at the local level to see what we can do to also, you know, kind of use some strategies of post-conviction relief, which is, you know, going back to some of these charges and kind of like figuring out if there's other ways to get out of deportation, right? To actually get ICE to get their foot off my neck. And we are seeing worldwide that, you know, they need to stop deporting. They need to stop criminalizing. ICE is only here to target, deport, and incarcerate. And we understand that's all based on, you know, criminalizing people like myself. It's a different target every time, right? The people that are filling up the jails are not the people that we constantly try to vilify. It's, you know, people like myself that didn't become citizens. I was a legal permanent permanent resident. So there's nothing, that protects even residents here. So we're not talking just about citizenship protecting people. It's about stopping the policing, the harassment, the ongoing rhetoric that allows this violent, these violent oppressions to continue to happen.
Maya, why did you think it was important to share Ali's journey?
Yeah, so I actually came across a petition asking for the release for Alejandra from Eloy detention in 2018. And immediately, I looked into her story and who she was. And I just was drawn to her as a person who, she's a resilient person, but she's also been through a lot, right? And like we were both saying, we really need to put this blame back on the system, right? And even though she may have made a mistake, this, for any other person who might be documented or might be white, it would have costed them maybe 24 hours in jail or probation. It wouldn't have costed them 2 years in a detention center and in prison. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to show people that, even if you make this mistake, there should be there's a myth about who is deserving to be here, right? And Ali's story really shows that. And, I really wanted to just show somebody who is complex and is unapologetic about who she is. And so we ended up first talking when Ali was still in the detention center on the phone. And then we ended up doing a radio show for NPR's Latino USA. It was a feature on there. Mm-hmm. And from there, we decided to make a film. So that's where we are now.
Well, the film is going to be shown at a couple of different festivals, as I mentioned. Both of those festivals are coming up. The Aspen Shorts Fest actually starts on Tuesday, April 6th. The San Francisco Film Fest is the following week. Maya, you're a Bay Area native from Berkeley. What was it like when you found out that your film was going to be showcased here at home at the San Francisco Film Fest?
Oh, it was incredible. It was such amazing news. Growing up in the Bay, the San Francisco Film Festival is something that, I've always wanted to be a part of. And I'm so excited that this film gets to be there, and that's going to be its Bay Area premiere. And I also just do want to give a shout out to, people who've helped me along the way. And we were able to make this film through the Jacob Burns Film Center. It's called the Creative Culture Fellowship, and it's a fellowship based in New York. But I'm so excited that I get to, bring this story now to my hometown, which is the Bay Area.
Well, ladies, thank you again for joining me this morning. We're going to make sure that online folks can get a link so that they can maybe sign up to be a part of the festival so that they can watch the film. Again, Alejandra, Maya, thank you so much for joining me.